Hey y'all. Good afternoon, everybody. Hey you guys, everybody who's in here. Y'all, I just had to go I had to go live because if anybody watched Liv's recent live, y'all, you know why I had to go live. This girl is a mess. Mess. But before I go into it, I'm just gonna wait for a couple more people to get in here. Sarcastic Queen, her 15-hour live. Yeah, I know. 2.5 hours speaking on a man that supposedly you've been done and over with, and you don't, that's old news. Like, sis, isn't your man watching you? Isn't your man watching you while you're on live talking about your first baby daddy? Because you know how you guys peeped how she kept trying to make it like known that it was her first baby daddy. And then she wonders why us reactors go in on her ass the way we do. Cause y'all, it's just like, what in the hell does this girl really think before she turns on her button when she goes on YouTube to go live? Like, what does she really think before she does what she does? But y'all, you're steady mad because nobody believes you about having a man, but yet you keep coming online talking about everybody but your man. And y'all, I didn't even finish the live where she said she was getting ready to go in and talk about her man. Yes, sis, finally. Damn, did you even have a man? Do you even have a man? Shit. Hey, Dovely. And it's like, sis, where's your man at? We don't want to keep hearing about all these exes. We keep hearing about exes. Let's hear about your actual man. But before I get into all that, y'all, comment down below what you guys have been doing today. Um, it's such a rainy, dreary day out where I'm at. It's literally poured its ass off the whole entire day, but we needed it because it's been so hot where I'm at. Hey Noelle, hey beautiful. Yeah, like the moaning that she does before she puts something in her mouth. It's just like, sis, why do you have to do all that? Why can't you just be normal and just put something in your mouth and eat? Like, and y'all, did she even mention anything about her pregnancy? And like, sis was giving a whole rundown of everything that we just done heard all summer long, over and over again about what Gerard did and what Neisha did and what went down between her and Brandon and a little bit of Zola. Like, sis, we've done heard that already 20 million times. Like, when are we gonna get what's actually really going on? Because something must have had to happen with her and Gerard for her to just come on here like that and just start, like, just giving the whole rundown of the story. Like, nobody's been even bringing up Gerard. Nobody has said not one thing about Gerard. We're trying to figure out what's going on with the pregnancy, why you keep lying, why you keep, you know. You come on here and address everything but what you're supposed to address. I have an interview soon, hoping for a miracle. I was forced to quit since I didn't get the shot. Been a little depressed lately. Girl, don't even start me in on that shot. I think it's terrible how they're really making people get that shot in order to work. I know there's so many people that are like genuinely like against getting a vaccine. I know there's even some others who are all around against getting their kids vaccinated, which I don't go that far. Um, at the end of the day, I think that's for a few. Just when I would assume just homeschool your kids, but most public schools and most that I know, your kids have to be vaccinated to go to school. So, but as far as this vaccine, I don't understand why they're making people get it if we're still going through this problem with COVID. I thought this was, and people are saying, well, that's the point, there people are getting it more because of the people who still are unvaccinated. But I thought that's the point. If you are vaccinated, then how would you be getting it from people that don't have it, who aren't vaccinated? So I don't know. A man is for life, not just for 3 minutes to leave a deposit. Oh yeah, but and then homegirl had the nerve to even come on here and start talking about, the men she cheated on Gerard with, and started talking about Maurice. Like, sis, where is your man at? Mm. Girl, I don't watch her anymore. I wait for y'all reactors to give me the tea. I'm sure. I noticed a decline in her views on her lives. Not as much people are tuning in to hear all the BS lies that she's doing. And she probably notices that herself, but I don't blame people. I really don't. At least I get to catch your lives. Yes, sarcastic queen. Thank you, love. Her man is invisible. Oh yeah. And she doesn't even realize that, like, the more you keep coming on here and talking about everything but your man, you're even putting the stamp on it even more that you're lying about this man. Because what man in their right mind would sit around and just let their woman just keep going live talking about their past relationships and bringing up when they had sex with their baby dad last and what went down that day? Like, why do you even care? You're expecting a whole new child. Why do you even care? You should be happy that you have this supposed man who's on his shit's got, his job, his um this is his first child. He has a supportive family supposedly. Like, why are you even mad or bitter about anything? But um you should be happy. I don't know why she seems so bitter. I don't know, how the figment of her imagination. Girl, literally the figment of her imagination. And it's like, even when she was like explaining, like, to her talking about Gerard, like, it was like she was getting off on like going on about the story. Like, sis, nobody cares. It's the same old thing. And even her supporters in there were starting to question, like, why are you talking about why are you talking about this yet again? Why aren't you talking about your man? So at some point, I mean, I don't know. For real, something's off with this whole situation with her. Yeah, for real. Yeah, I'm starting to think, I don't know. She may be really like mentally off over there, because if she's not, I just don't understand how you could just come on here and just keep sticking to your story, keep sticking to your story, knowing damn well like it's 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 like literally becoming scary at this point, like literally scary. Like no lies, scary. She keeps saying this will be his first child. That's if the baby is real, and now something's wrong with the baby. And that's what I'm saying. Like, sis, if there's something going on with your baby, why are you on here worried about Gerard? Like, shouldn't you be concerned about what's wrong with your baby and over there upset? You said you don't get results for another week, so shouldn't that be on the first thing on your mind over there? Why do you wake up and you're concerned about Gerard and Neisha and his girl and when they were fucking and when they, I mean, like that should be the last thing on your mind when you're pregnant with a child that could supposedly have health issues. That shouldn't be, you know, that's not giving me a vibe where you're pregnant and you're concerned. That's just giving like you it's the nerve, literally the nerve. And then yet again she wonders why the reactors, and then to go on and say that you're happy about a car and a credit score because this is the first time you did something without a man. Sis, that doesn't make any sense at all. Just because you have a man doesn't mean you can't be happy about doing things independently. He has nothing to do with that. If you were working with a man, at the end of the day, you're still bringing in your own money. You still put in those hours to work. You still went out and you still got that car by yourself. So what does it matter if you're single, you're with a man, you're talking to somebody? Like, what does that matter? Hey, pineapples. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You're allegedly pregnant by a Jamaican cop, but still talking about your ex-husband. This bitch is insane. Yeah, and she won't give a reason to why she's doing that. Like, and that's what makes it like just so. I'm honestly, I really wonder. I wonder what her mom, like, how her family just sits back and just lets her lie like that. Like, at some point, don't you just like, isn't her mom trying to be like, just quit with the lies, just tell all your truth and just move on from that and just because it's embarrassing. I mean, she shows her mom and the please, her mom got that car for Olivia. She just wants to replay that shit with Gerard over and over. Move the fuck on, sis. Damn. Pineapples, yeah, like I'm sure Neisha and Gerard were probably watching that live. Like, just move the fuck on. Like, it's so weird. And like how she knows how she I mean, at the end of the day, I know her followers follow Nisha and Gerard, and I know they send her pictures of all what's going on over there. So I know it's probably not always she goes over there and she checks it. But why even entertain that, talk about it? You just make yourself look so desperate. You so-called claim that you have all this going on, you're doing good for yourself, you're pregnant, you got a new man, this and that, but you're still acting bitter online, like as if you're still worried and checking on her every move. Like literally every time Nisha and Gerard do something, she's online live throwing shots about it or talking about it. And as much as you may think Anisha looks the fool, sis, you look the fool because you're the one worried about it and speaking on it. I've not seen Nisha go live not once and speak on anything that Gerard and Liv has had going on. I've not seen her make a. She may throw her. I know I follow Nisha on Instagram. Nisha does come on here and she does throw her little shots here and there towards Liv, but it's never something like okay, that's it's never nothing out the way. Um, Hello, Taylor. I'm so tired of her rants. Keep repeating my Gerard. Spent over an hour speaking of him. Who is she trying to convince? She is over him. She is so immature. Live, grow up. Sade, hey, love. And I couldn't agree with you more. If something is wrong with the baby, I'm carrying. That's the first thing I'm concerned about. My ex-husband wouldn't even be a thought. Some same old shit, just a different day. She's been with so many men. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like if I have something going on with my baby, whether the baby's here or I'm pregnant, I'm not going online speaking about the next, my ex-husband and his bitch and what they got going on. No, I'm gonna be concerned about what the hell is going on with my child. Sis, you're apparently 21 weeks. That's a whole baby up in there. It's not just, like a little 5, 6 week baby, like, at first that we had all thought. You're 21 weeks. So why aren't you concerned about it? I mean, we're not even pregnant, and I think we're concerned about it more than she is. Literally. Um, Hey, love. Her mom can't be okay with her ranting about another dude for 2 hours, especially when she's the one up in there taking care of them kids. Because, her mom is her only help. She doesn't. It's clear she doesn't. She doesn't have anybody else. Which, okay, I get that. Not everybody has all this help, and I'm sure Raquel doesn't even want to be bothered with her at this point. Literally, I mean, I wouldn't either, but I'm sure our mom is in there like, I'm the one picking up all the slack for this, and you're still up in here speaking and talking on, different men carrying. If she's faking CPS, she needs to take them kids to the more mentally stable parent. Girl, the kids should be in activities, not just coming home doing nothing. Yeah, and I noticed that too. It's like if the kids aren't at the pool, then they don't do anything else. I don't really see her take the kids anywhere else but that damn pool. And it's just like, sis, at the end of the day, you live in Florida. You're not like, this is not where you're in a state where it gets cold at some point and you have winter, and this is summer all year round. So this is what these kids are going to be doing all year round, is just going back and forth to a pool. You live in Florida. You should be able to take them kids out and do a little bit more than just taking them to a damn pool. Mm, she can't stand the fact that Gerard has moved on, and she's delusional. She's trying to convince herself that this man is not happy and wants her. Yeah, Jessica, I agree 100%. At the end of the day, this is how I look at it. That man not only was with you for 8 years, but he also had 3 kids by you. He also got married to you. So at the end of the day, if he wanted to be with anybody, why didn't he want to be with you? Why did he press so hard and go back to Neisha at the end, and he's with her? At the end of the day, if he cared about you as much, and if whatever, he wanted to make it work as bad as you say that you didn't want to, you were the one who didn't want him, and you're the one who just said you walked away. Sis, that tells me that you were just that bad. You were just that bad, that man, the marriage, the 3 kids, the 8 years, none of it was enough. And I completely understand that man cheated. That, and I understand at the end of the day, you get fed up as a woman, having a man just cheat on you day in and day out. I myself never went through that, but I could very much so imagine a man just cheating on you day in and day out. But it's not like this girl is not a whore. It's we know Liv. We know she's clearly a whore. I mean, she basically went out and said today that while she was with Gerard, because I remember Gerard was at the apartment during that time. She went out and said that she ended up going to the Houston trip and falling in love with Maurice. And that was what, a week? She said she fell in love with Brandon. She said she fell in love with Zolo. Sis, how do you fall in love with every man you get with? You don't fall in love with every person you get with. Not every man is for that. I don't. And then you wonder why you don't, nothing lasts. um I swear it's just, I swear it's just good she's not preggers. Yes, me too, love. Me too. Like it's so pathetic. And she posted a picture of herself yesterday too. I think it was yesterday or the day before on her Instagram, and she looks the same, not pregnant at all. And I keep going back to the 21 weeks because sis says she's 21 weeks. So how are you not how are you not showing yet? Hey baby mama number two. Hey love. Hey Nicole. Right, who falls in love with every man you meet? It's teenage behavior. It literally is. I mean, yeah, that's something you do when you're in high school. You're 31. You know that a lot of these men don't have the intention to be falling in love with you and having this relationship and kids. Sis, a lot of these men be on the hit it and quit it. And even these 40, 50-year-old men, you may think, oh, they're not. Yeah, they are. And you should be old enough to be able to differ the difference between a man who's really interested and a man who just wants some pussy and to move on, but you can't tell the difference. So every man you get with, you're running into the same problem. Did she ever even address the fake ultrasound pictures? I mean, she went on to say that they were fake on Instagram, that she wasn't pregnant with twins, but she never explained. I mean, because even the picture that she had posted after that of the single baby, that was still a fake ultrasound picture. They were both fake. So I don't she never went on live or ever explained why, why she posted fake ultrasound pictures. Says if you're 21 weeks, you have a real ultrasound picture, with your name on it. It's 2021 now. If I recall, she has an iPhone 12 Pro Max. You can take a picture and edit marker on it, covering out, the basic, obviously where it's at, but you can obviously put your name on it. So I'm just not understanding, it's really not that hard. She's going through a false ghost pregnancy like my dog does. Y'all, you ever watch Dr. Phil? Them women be on there having them phantom pregnancies where they really be thinking they're pregnant in their head, but they get these ultrasounds and doctors tell them you're not pregnant, and these women insist that they're pregnant. That's what she reminds me of. Hey real, recognize real. Yeah, I don't know how you say your name, Shanae, or isn't that an actual illness believing you're pregnant? Yeah, I think it's like uh isn't that phantom pregnancies or something like that? Children need to be out of that house. Yeah, if it is something like that mentally, if this all comes out to be fake, I do agree. Them children do need to be out of there because it's pathetic at this point. You're coming on here making videos, telling your kids that you're pregnant. Getting your family involved and coming on here making these videos, and you're not even pregnant. Raquel, Olivia is not pregnant. Her stomach doesn't look 21 weeks. Oh, no, no. And that's what I'm saying. Like, don't they say the more babies you have, the more you show? I know when you're a bigger girl, you don't show as much. I'm a thicker girl. So I know, even with my second though, I mean, I surely not on Olivia's level, but I know 18 weeks, 20 weeks, you definitely like start to see the form, like from where your under your boobs are, you start to get that roundness to your stomach. Women who's been pregnant, you know what I'm talking about. Don't forget the fake GED ceremony. Oh yeah, she mentioned that. She mentioned that on live today, and she still insists that it was a real GED. Sis is sticking to her story on that too. She insists, but she's never came on here to take a picture of that. And it's just like, why would it matter now? Why would it matter now where you went to get the GED? Why can't you just post the GED, the picture of it? And that's what I'm saying. Like you talk about, people speaking on these things, but you can't just come on here and just prove it. You have supporters that actually watch you that probably, I'm sure some of them I mean, you can't tell me those some of those women over there don't question what the hell this girl is doing. You can't. I know you support, but at the end of the day, it's like, goddamn. Um, I'm surprised she didn't order an Amazon fake pregnancy belly to strap on. Girl, if she can even find one that fits her, literally, I think on it would still look uh fake on her. Hey Rose, every time she is in the car, she is getting and eating food. Girl, she was on live today eating food. She's always eating. For somebody that's pregnant and should be kind of sick, homegirl stays eating. Sheesh. She got a built-in one, Courtney. I believe it. Where's somebody be looking? Mm. And people were talking about that haul she did too. Um, people were talking about that live. I mean, not that live. That video she put out on her Glam Mama channel of the haul she did, and I know Fran was speaking on it too in her live. But if people don't know, I mean, you can obviously tell in that video that's an old video. That's not a recent video. All you have to do is the thing about these YouTubers too, the ones who stay with their nails done, all you have to do is just look at their nails and you can tell how old the video is or at what point it was. And if you look at her nails, it was definitely older. It was definitely before she was pregnant. So people, were speaking on that, but Liv and Jazz sometimes talk about giving a giveaway and it never happens. Well, Liv did say that she's going to be doing a Christmas giveaway, so who knows? Who knows if she is or she isn't? I mean, I'm even planning on doing a giveaway myself, and I'm not even, nowhere near that level yet. Um, I think if your subscribers, continue to support and all that, you definitely should give back and show and return to your subscribers. Hey Mickey, and her neck tat wasn't there. Yeah, I mean that's all. Yeah, she has those tattoos. I mean that's all you have to do is look at her nails and her tattoos, and when the video was done or at what point it was. But yeah, it's like even in her live, she doesn't really show her face much. She doesn't show her body much. Somebody said that they seen her drinking wine in her live last week. I don't know if it was wine for sure, but somebody said that she was drinking wine. So I don't know. Yeah, that hoe was old. Look at her neck, no cover up tattoo. Yeah, I think she would take Zola back. Yeah, me too. Just to have a man, because sis does not have no man over there, and she's going on live reminiscing, talking about Gerard and talking about Brandon, because she's just so miserable right now, and she needs a man. And I, I would think, I mean, the way she's acting, she ain't even getting no dick over there neither. The way she comes on over here talking about, Zolo and Brandon and Gerard, like, sis, give it up. They're over there getting theirs. Why not just get yours and just move on with it? Watch she stirs up drama around Christmas to avoid doing her giveaway. Just watch. Oh no, well, girl. We know Liv. All this is just so predictable at this point now. Literally. It's all so predictable. I think she didn't even show her face today because it's just like at this point now she can't even, keep a straight face. And, I'm sure now she's looking at the reactors channels and she's starting to catch on that people are saying that she can't look straight in the camera when she's talking about stuff. So y'all know now she wants to come on here and not show her face so people don't question why she's looking here and there when she's telling her lies. Sis, we all know what you're doing. We're not dumb. We are not dumb. Well, I know I'm not. I'm gonna speak for myself. Olivia built like the Goodyear blimp. No, y'all are funny. Y'all be coming up with some crazy ass stuff to call her. Crazy ass stuff. Honestly, I really thought that Liv was going to be done with this whole pregnancy thing, like this whole pregnancy storyline, especially being 31 and just being in her situation, not having, not being with Gerard anymore and having, the way she complains and says that how hard it is to take care of her three kids. You would have thought by now, like, I just would have never thought she'd have came on here and did this whole thing yet again, and it really just shows like sis has no other content. She's so lazy, that she'll put out this type shit just so she doesn't have to put out any, because she's just so lazy to put out some other content. I really thought when the kids came back, she would really um start out, showing the kids, doing some content with them. It's just like, and she's still pulling this shit with men and this whole pregnancy thing. Like when is this just mm. She makes it so obvious when she's lying. Like, girl, we know the truth isn't in you. You're better off just being honest. Oh, yeah. And that's another thing. Like, your facial expressions, your body language, like, the repetitive coming on here, trying to cover up this and that, and like getting caught in this and that because you can't remember what the hell you're talking about because you done told so many damn lies. It's crazy, y'all. It seems like every tattoo she has represents a mistake. Yeah. And y'all, I don't even think Zolo and Gerard are the only men she has tattooed on her. I know she in a live a long time ago, she said she had like her first love tattooed on her too. So she has a couple dudes tattooed on her. And it's just like, y'all, it would take me one time to have a dude tattooed on me and something mess up and we break up. And I've been with my husband 10 years and I don't even have we have matching tattoos, I will say that. But as far as names or none, I mean, no. I've always heard too that like getting a dude's name on you or when you get names done in the relationship, that's like bad luck. That's when everything starts going bad. So I always heard that. So I don't know if that's true or not. But I like I said, I don't think you need to have a dude's name tattooed on you or, dude have your name to like basically say that the relationship is real and he's your I mean, you don't have to do that. And it's not even like she's getting these dudes' names in places you can hide. I mean, she's getting big ass names on her neck and number one, like I said, y'all, for ladies that do have neck tattoos in this live, I'm sorry. This is just my personal opinion. I love tattoos on a woman. I think just because you're a woman, it shouldn't mean that you can't get tattoos and express yourself too. But the neck tattoos, I think that's a man thing. That should stick to. You should leave that to the men to get the neck tattoos. That's just so hard looking to me. um Sis just is too tatted up. Like and it's just too much. It's not like they're like they're just too spotty, just too much for me. And I being with her and she has 3 4 men tattooed on her. The fact that Zolo has so many women's name on him and on top of that near his grown or supposed V lines, I know she saw that while she was sucking on his Vienna sausage. Yeah, girl, like ugh. And then you still went out and got a name of him on you and you knew all that. Like that's just so desperate. It really is. I can understand maybe a year or two, and you can maybe consider it. You know that man through two what 2 months in. I think she got the tattoo done. And that's what I'm talking about. It's just like little teenage things she does. And then it's just like you come on here and you cry saying you can't find love and this and that. It's because you act so immature. Like a 30-year-old should know. You're 30 plus sis, and you talk about your this boss, this and boss that. But you should know the game with these dudes by now. You done been with them. You done been ran through 20 million different men. You should know the game by now, and you just be letting these dudes come in your life and just run this, run that, pay this, pay that, tattoos, this and that. It's just because you clearly don't have a mind to put two and two together. Like I said, you're what is it, dickmatized or whatever they call it. Dude give you some good dick, and you just don't know what the hell to do. Like, I'm sorry, ain't no dick on this earth can sit here and control my ass to the point where I'm paying this, taking care of you, and getting to no, 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 mm. Olivia Taki, would y'all get a small tattoo for your man? Um, being I'm 10 years in with my husband and two kids, and I mean I would definitely consider it. I mean I would get my kids before I got a man because I don't have my kids tattooed on me yet. But definitely after I got my kids tattooed on me, I would definitely consider it. And that's even 10 years in, and I've known him longer than 10 years. But that's just how long we've been together. But so I still wouldn't even. I don't know. It's just like, why do you really have to? At the end of the day, like, who is that for? For y'all, because at the end of the day, you guys know you're together. So who is that? Who are you trying to prove to? Like, oh, well, he's got my name, and but you don't got a ring though. You got a tattoo, but you don't got a ring. Anybody could go out and get a tattoo, but where's the ring? You know. Um, I would probably get a matching tattoo, not the man's name. Yeah, I have a matching tattoo with my man on my wrist. Um, if we ever broke up, I mean, it's a matching tattoo. I could always cover it. But as far as the names, it's just like you can cover it, but since it's still on your arm, unless I would even just took that money and just maybe try to get it removed, instead of getting those awful big ass cover ups. God damn. Amen. My kids' names before a man. Oh yeah, always. Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely get my kids before I got a man on me. I'm 10 years into and I got married young, 22. Been with my husband since I was 18 and I'm 29 now. Live is corny for that. I would never. Oh yeah, even it's like even us girls that's been with our men since we were I've known my husband since we were in middle school. He was my middle school crush, and we ended up going to the same high school, 10th grade. We ended up making it official, and we haven't been apart since. So even still, it's just like it's like, yeah, we can get the tattoos, but it's just like, what does it really, what does it really mean? Um, a man that wants a tattoo instead of a ring, full of shit, and it's probably broke. Oh yeah, definitely. His broke ass, and his broke ass didn't even pay for the damn tattoos. He can go out and get the tattoos done, but ever getting a ring from that man, He's not that type dude that gives rings. He just gives dick and headaches. Dick and a headache. You just got some dudes out here that just can only and ever will offer dick and a headache. Um, I just want to know how much she really eats because all she has is mukbangs in her car. When is she not eating? My stomach will be hurting watching her eat. I bet she puts on about 5 pounds a week. Yeah, she definitely eats. But I mean, y'all, if she's comfortable, she's in her own body. If she feels as though, if she feels as though my bad, y'all, I got a call. If she feels as though, she's comfortable in her body, she can still get a man, whether or not, she's big, small, whatever, then that's on her. She's comfortable. That's cool. Um, that's what high schoolers do, getting tats of names. She's real childish. Yeah. Wait, did Gerard get her name tatted? Yeah, that is true. I don't even think no, I don't think Gerard ever got her name. I never heard her say that he had her name. Or him ever say that he had her name. Your live is so dumb if she got Gerard tatted and he didn't. Oh yeah. And that's another thing where females mess up. Why are you getting a dude's name and he doesn't even have a name of you and you're just going out getting his name? Um, I don't know if you guys follow the whole Gerard and Lauren. They did the Joel TV. They were a YouTube couple on here, and one of since Joel and Lauren broke up, one of his side chicks, since they're broken up, ended up getting pregnant by him. And not only that, but getting a tattoo of his name, and he didn't even end up getting her name. He just had her go out and get his name. Like, I don't understand why dudes do that. I don't know. I guess it's they just feel like it's the girl's more of their property if they get their name on them or something. Who knows? Zola was nasty looking. I know his breath stinks. That morning must have been vicious. You saw he's missing a lot of his back teeth. Yeah, yeah. He has a lot going on over there. Women like him just because he has his little whole tattoo thing going on and little light skin and all that. Me personally, I don't go for light skinned men. I love me a black man, so I always and forever will love me a black man over any other man. That's just me. I mean, I know he's half black, but I'm just saying as far as or is he all black? I don't know. I don't think he ever said. I mean, she got LA tatted and she's not even from LA. She's always throwing out that she's from there too, or wherever. It's like California. She tries to make that always the point to say that she's from there. Yeah, I don't. 31 years old. I was not prioritizing the deal with my kids. It's like her growth is stunning, just weird. Yeah, yeah. It's a shame, and that's why she's where she's at now. In the situation she's at with men now, because she's just so dick crazy. It's crazy. Um, he's mixed. Yeah, I knew he was mixed. I think he tries to always make it seem though as like he's fully black, but I know he does look mixed, definitely to me. She's trying to make up for her 20s. It's done over with, sis. Give it up. Yeah, and I know that's what a lot of women do. A lot of us, because I can't say that I had kids, as a teenager, but I had my first child, got pregnant when I was 21, and since then, I had my first, and then 5 months later was pregnant with my second, and ever since then, I've been raising kids, and it is hard, when you give up your 20s and you raise kids and you're in the house, or you're either in the house as a stay-at-home mom or you're working, and it is hard, and you do miss out on the fun, but sis, that's what you give up when you decide to have sex with a man unprotected. I mean, at this point, if you're 20 plus, I mean, if you're having sex unprotected, I think you should know at that point, what happens. You end up getting pregnant, so we can't just say that, because I think she had Robin when what she was like 22, or she got pregnant at 2022. I don't know. Zola's mixed also, yeah. Black is where it's at. Love black man. Love black man. Oh yeah, love me a black man. Um, always, always. Hey Mary Blue. She thought he would be around forever. That's why she talks about him every day. Give it up. Oh yeah. I think a lot of women, like when they are in those long term relations like that, long term relationships like that, I don't think, they think that the man's gonna up and leave like that. I'm sure she never thought Gerard would move on. If Gerard kept coming back to sleep with her, she thought that she had him down packed. She had the ring, she had the kids by him, but sometimes, that's just not enough for a man. Especially when, she's out here being a whore. I know when I watched that video of Gerard's live when he went and exposed her, he said that when she came back from that Houston trip and she was pregnant by Maurice, he said that that was the end of it, that he didn't want to come back. Um, so I don't know if that could have definitely been the icing on the cake for him. I mean, you're out here getting pregnant by other men, and you're cheating, and you're doing it right back. I mean, what do you think a man's just gonna sit there and just no. um Facts, Taylor. All kids are not unexpected. It's really very simple. Have sex, get pregnant, same with Jasmine. She planned it. Yeah, I mean it's very simple. I mean, especially if you're 20 plus. I can understand. Some of these girls out here that are 15, 16, they get pregnant. They don't have mothers to tell them. You know, the ins and outs to when they start having sex and what it really is, and get on birth control. But if you're 20 plus and you're having sex with these, you should know. That's what happens. It's been what, almost 2 years since he left. I'm not talking about a man for that long. Yeah. Yeah, it has been almost 2 years. Yep, it's coming up on 2 years this year that they've been split up. I don't understand, yeah, why that's even something that's being talked about. But y'all, she's very bitter about it. Very bitter. I think she's very bitter that he's been in a relationship since they broken up, a long-term relationship, and he hasn't been through this woman, that woman. And I think she knows that he's eventually going to marry her. Um, so I think she's just bitter. I think she wants him to be doing bad and down bad, so bad. And it's actually the opposite. She's the one who's down bad right now. Just with these men and in general. If you are 15 plus, you should know it's too much, and you should know it's too much info here and in these schools. Oh yeah, yeah, I definitely agree though too. They have health class. I'm sure they have speakers come in. I know, I mean, back then when I was in school, they really did. I mean, they did talk about sex and birth control and all that, but some of these girls just don't care. They want to get pregnant, and God bless, any girl that's 15, getting pregnant with a child. Because I know it was hard for me gosh, it was very hard for me, first time mom at 20 plus. So I can imagine, 15-year-old becoming a mother. That's crazy to me. Yeah, what was the reason they talking about the ins and outs of what happened? Like, if you don't care, why tell your supporter the same stories we already heard? Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Hold on, though, y'all. I'm back, y'all. lives use or dying too. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I definitely noticed that in her lives. She's not pulling in nearly as much people as she was. Yeah, people are getting tired. Yeah, people are getting tired of that. You know, you can only pull the same lies and bullshit, but for so long until people are just like, you know what, bitch, just just go ahead about your business, you know? Like it's just it becomes too much, especially the stuff that she's lying about. Like you're not lying about, you know, what you ate for dinner, or what shoe size you are. Bitch, you're lying about like pregnancy. There's plenty of women I know that watch her that have infertility issues, can't get pregnant, have had miscarriages. I mean, like, quit lying about stuff like that. That's not funny, it's not cute, it's not the thing to do. It's just like, stop that. That's not something that you lie about. Lie about what you ate, lie about what you drank, lie about what you told who and so, whatever. But don't come on here lying about pregnancy and miscarriages and stuff. That's not cool. Love me a black man who marries this woman and looks after his wife and kids. Why do women put up with the men who have lots of baby mamas? I want to be the one and only baby mama for my man. I don't share. Yeah, I also too, because people, always have this thing of black men, where they just have a bunch of baby moms and they don't take care of their kids. And I always love to see a black man who who proves this world wrong about, their about themselves, takes care of their kids, goes to work, does what they need to do, marries, that's my husband. My husband is black and, never once ever had to question or, beg him to go to work or do anything for his kids or even be there. It's just no question or no anything. It's just, Um, and also too, we were together for 7 years before we had our first child. So, I just overall I knew I knew when we had our child, I had enough time by then to know that, he was going to be there, and he was going to be, be there to support and be there financially, no matter what. Um Robin is old enough to look Olivia up. Just imagine how much she would feel seeing her mother ass out on the internet. Yeah, I know. And that's what I said. Like, I mean, Robin had a phone at some point. I don't know if she got another one, but she had a phone. I mean, she was on YouTube. She's old enough to look up her mom's YouTube channel and see what these people are saying. And it's sad. It really is. The judge knew about the seal records that Zolo has molested minors and Liv lied and said he was a co-worker. Oh yeah, I mean she doesn't care though. Still even giving that man the time of day, even calling him up and telling him, give him the time of day of satisfaction to know that you were upset about him leaving, and he's over there has charges of molesting. I mean, I don't know what the specific charges were, but I know it was sexual assault charges. But even still, I mean, why would you have somebody like that around your children? I don't know. Um, that's just playing with fire. I wouldn't even want to even put my children in that type situation. I mean, not for no dick. It's not even that deep. And you can't put nothing past these men just because you think you know somebody. You never know. I mean, there's men that molest their own daughters. I mean, I don't want to get that graphic, but I'm just saying. I mean, you can't. You don't know what any man is capable of, and just to say, oh, I know him. No, you don't know him, and you have two daughters, and you should be moving a lot more carefully with men in and out of that house with two daughters. Two daughters. You don't have three boys. You have two daughters. Um, She said she's desperate and the relationship is a joke, basically. Yeah. She cares more about dick. Mickey, oh yeah, she definitely does. And it's just sick. It really is sick. But like I said, when them kids get older, they will know. They will know they will know what and what and why their parents separated, and why they just went through as much as they did, because it's YouTube has been the cause of a lot of their issues in that family too. I do know that. Stella and Raquel should be ashamed of themselves by not trying to get live a mental evaluation and off YouTube. I mean, I'm sure at this point they just want her to do whatever it is to take care, and feed the kids. At the end of the day, I mean, that's how she feeds those kids. And that's basically what she tried to insinuate that Zolo and Gerard and all them were doing, trying to, tarnish her name. She had a platform, and, saying that that's how she feeds her kids. But at the end of the day, you feed your kids off it, but you feed your kids off of it, sis. But at the end of the day, what do you say? What do you say on this platform to where it's just like it's psychotic, mental? And yeah, you're right, Fancy Pants. Stella and Raquel do need to they need to get that girl something. I don't something, some type of evaluation, some type help, therapy, whatever it is. Hey, Alexis Star, um, she definitely needs to be evaluated. Yeah, Noel, girl, definitely. Zola molested minors. I'm not gonna speak on that. Allegedly, I'm not gonna say for sure. I don't know. Allegedly, I did hear that he had some sexual relationship with his foster sister. She was a minor at the time. I don't know what that was. That's the only charge that or whatever that I heard of, or allegedly. But like I said, I don't know about any of that. Liv really hates her life. I'm telling you guys, you have to watch out for your little boys. Also, oh no, girl, I'm not saying that. Yeah, definitely, 100%. These men be sickos out here. They go for the little boys too. Definitely, definitely, definitely. But I'm just saying, especially your daughters too. I mean, because I think I heard it was it was a girl that he was accused of. But like I said, I'm not trying to say yeah. Yeah, these men are true sickos, for real. But y'all, I'm gonna get off this live. I just came in here to talk about the whole thing with Live today, that live. It really was crazy. Um I'm gonna go live again tonight, so make sure you guys tune in around 9. We're definitely going to talk a little bit more, and speak on some other things too. I have some other things to tell you guys, so definitely tune in tonight at 9 o'clock. This was just a little short live, but yeah, you guys definitely tune back in, and I will see you guys at 9. Thank you guys.